Miss Gannon, if you cannot control your client, I will have him removed.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor. Sit down.
Well, has it been this exciting all day?
I think we can live without this kind of excitement. This is only going to hurt your brother's case. Do you need a moment to compose yourself, Miss Saybrook?
Take as much time as you need, Marty. Think you're ready? Your Honor, if I may.
By all means, Mr. Gannon.
Marty, I'd like for you to identify a few things for me.
That's my sweater.
The one you were wearing the night of the spring fling?
Yes, I left it at the KAD house after.
Miss Saybrook, this sweater has been professionally cleaned. Did you have that done?
No.
Then who did?
Kevin Buchanan. His name is on the tag. It's Kevin's sweater.
The one you were wearing when you left the KAD house?
Yes.
An obvious question, Miss Saybrook. Why did you go to the spring fling with Kevin in the first place? Were you dating him?
No. I only went because I was upset about someone else. Someone that meant a lot to me. And, I thought I'd lost him, and So when Kevin mentioned the party and said it might cheer me up, I jumped at it. That's why I threw myself into the party, why I was drinking and dancing, and yeah, I was throwing myself and kissing other guys, but I'm not proud of that, and it was only because I was trying to get back at someone for hurting me.
In other words, you weren't there to have fun. You weren't looking for a good time or cheap thrills. You were there because you were trying to forget someone who had hurt you deeply.
It was the biggest mistake of my life. Instead of being able to forget, my whole life turned into a nightmare. Now I'm never going to be able to forget. Never.
Miss Saybrook, it's time to get specific. And I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can. You say you were raped. Where did it happen?
In Kevin's room, upstairs, at the KAD house.
He insisted. Why?
Because I'd been drinking too much. Because he was worried about me.
You thought at first. But he told you to lie down and sleep it off.
Yes. And then he left the room.
But you didn't sleep, did you?
No.
Why? What happened?
The door opened. I saw a shadow. And then they came into the room.
They?
Todd. Zach. And Powell.
We share everything. That's what Todd said.
Yes. Like brothers, he said. And then Zach said, that's what fraternity is all about. Then they left.
Miss Saybrook, did you want to dance with them?
No, they made me. First Todd, and then Zach.
You danced downstairs at the party. You danced for everyone in the place. Why not now?
I felt sick. I felt ashamed. And I felt afraid.
Afraid of what?
Todd, Zach, and Powell. They teased me. They taunted me. They wouldn't let me leave the room. And then they locked the door.
What happened then? Miss Saybrook.
Todd grabbed me and threw me back on the bed.
Did you tell him to stop?
Yes.
Did he stop?
No, I begged him, but there was this look in his eye. Anger. And then he...
He what, Miss Saybrook?
He raped me.
I'm sorry, Miss Saybrook, but I'm going to have to ask you to make it very clear for the jury. Who raped you? Is he in this courtroom? Could you point him out to us, please? Are you pointing at Todd Manning?
Objection, Your Honor. He's putting words in her mouth.
James.
Who are you pointing at?
Todd Manning. He held me down. He tore my blouse. He tore my blouse. He put his fist over my face so I couldn't scream, and then he raped me. He raped me. He raped me. He really raped me.
Miss Saybrook, was he the only one?
No.
Was Todd Manning the only one who raped you?
Got the others to do it too. They took turns. They took turns. All of them, they took turns. Oh, God.
You were very clear, very certain, when you pointed to Todd Manning as the man who raped you.
One of the men.
After Todd... Miss Saybrook, I apologize, but there's just no other way to say this. After Todd finished with you, what did he say?
He smiled and he said, "Who's next?"
Who's next? Like he was giving away a prize at the fair.
Objection, Your Honor. I cannot allow this.